a WikiVidi documentaries production. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Enjoy. Gary Cahill. Gary James Cahill is an English professional footballer who plays as a centre-back for Premier League club Chelsea and the England national team. Cahill began his career playing for the AFC Dronfield youth system in Derbyshire. In 2000, he joined the Aston Villa Academy and continued his development. In 2004, he joined Burnley on a season-long loan, where he performed well before returning to make his Aston Villa debut. Later, he signed for hometown club Sheffield United on a 3-month loan deal. On the 30th of January 2008, he signed for Bolton Wanderers for approximately £5 million. Cahill performed well for Bolton through the years, cementing a place in the first team. He made 130 league appearances and scored 13 league goals for Bolton. In January 2012, Cahill signed for Chelsea for approximately £7 million. Cahill won the UEFA Champions League in his debut season at Chelsea, and has gone on to win the UEFA Europa League, the Premier League twice, the FA Cup and the League Cup. Cahill is an England international with over 50 caps and represented the nation at the 2014 FIFA World Cup. He was eligible to play for either England or the Republic of Ireland, but chose to play for England. In June 2009, Cahill was called up to the England squad for the match against Kazakhstan. However, he only made his debut on the 3rd of September 2010, coming on as a substitute against Bulgaria. On the 29th of March 2011, Cahill made his first start for the national team in the friendly against Ghana. He scored his first international goal against Bulgaria in a UEFA Euro 2012 qualifier. Early and personal life. Cahill was born and raised in Dronfield, Derbyshire and attended Dronfield Henry Fanshawe School. He was a boyhood Sheffield Wednesday supporter, and he grew up watching Sheffield Wednesday, and points to Des Walker as his childhood hero. Early career. Cahill began his career with AFC Dronfield, a Sunday League team, where he played until he was 15. During his time there, he was scouted by a number of clubs, including Barnsley, Sheffield Wednesday, Derby County, and Aston Villa, the last of which he signed for as a member of the club's academy. All my friends played for the local side, AFC Dronfield, so I went along and started playing centre-half and in centre midfield for them, said Cahill in an interview with the Manchester Evening News. Cahill started his career as central midfielder, but moved to centre-back after a shot up in terms of his height within the space of a year when he was about 15 or 16, just when he was looking to get his first YTS contract. Aston Villa. On the 8th of November 2004, Cahill was loaned to Burnley. He made his first team debut the following day in the 4th round of the League Cup, playing a full 90 minutes as they lost 0-3 to Tottenham Hotspur at Turf Moor. On the 13th of November, he made his debut in the Football League, in the Clarets 1-0 home championship win over Nottingham Forest. He made 32 appearances on loan, 27 of which were in the league, scoring once on the 3rd of January 2005, the only goal against Stoke City at the Britannia Stadium. 18-year-old Cahill was handed the accolades of Burnley's Player of the Year and Young Player of the Year. Cahill made his Villa debut on the 20th of September 2005 in the second round of the League Cup, playing the entirety of an 8-3 win over Bolton Wanderers away at Adams Park. On the following 1st of April, he made his Premier League debut as a 52nd-minute replacement for Ulises de la Cruz in the 5-0 defeat at Arsenal. 15 days later, he scored his first goal, an overhead kick against rivals Birmingham City, to put Villa back into the lead as they went on to win the match 3-1. On the 19th of September 2007, Cahill joined Championship team Sheffield United on a 3-month loan deal. He made his debut in a 3-2 away defeat at Crystal Palace 3 days later, and scored his first goal for the Blades as the only one of a win at Stoke City on the 10th of November. On the 27th of November, he scored again in a 0-3 win at Charlton Athletic. Under the terms of his loan agreement, Cahill returned to Villa Park in mid-December 2007, having made 16 appearances and scoring 2 goals. Speculation surrounded Cahill's future in the January 2008 transfer window, with Birmingham City, Bolton Wanderers, and Turkish club Beşiktaş all reportedly showing an interest. Bolton Wanderers. Bolton scout Colin Harvey was impressed by Cahill, and on the 30th of January 2008, Cahill joined them on a 3.5-year deal. 3 days later, he made his debut for Bolton in their 0-2 victory over Reading away at the Madejski Stadium. Cahill was sent off on the 26th of August 2008 in the second round of the League Cup, receiving a straight red card in the 38th minute for a foul on Giles Coke as the team lost 1-2 at home to Northampton Town. On the 5th of October, Cahill scored his first Bolton goal in a 1-3 victory at West Ham United, and he added 2 more over the campaign in 4-1 wins over Sunderland and Middlesbrough. In August 2009, 18 months after joining Bolton, Cahill signed a new 3-year contract with the club. He suffered a blood clot in his left arm after a training injury which forced him to pull out of the home match against Fulham on the 6th of February 2010. He spent the weekend in hospital. The treatment for the ailment meant that Cahill could not play for a number of months. He nonetheless cemented his place at the heart of the Bolton defence in the 2010-11 season, making 36 Premier League appearances and scoring 3 goals, all of which came at home. On the 13th of August 2011, Cahill scored on the opening day of the 2011-12 Premier League season against Queen's Park Rangers at Loftus Road in a 4-0 victory from 25 yards out in the 45th minute. In December 2011, before the January transfer window, Bolton manager Owen Coyle admitted that Cahill may be sold as his contract will expire at the end of the 2011-12 season. Coyle said, "If he, Cahill, does move, there is no doubt there will be top clubs clamouring for Gary." This led much speculation that Cahill could move to higher-placed clubs like Arsenal, Chelsea, Manchester United or Tottenham Hotspur, all of which showed interest. On the 23rd of December, Coyle confirmed that they had started negotiations with Chelsea about a possible transfer, and a week later a transfer fee was agreed. Despite being on the brink of joining Chelsea, Cahill continued to play for Bolton, scoring the crucial goal in the 1-2 away win against Everton at Goodison Park on the 4th of January 2012. 2 days after that, Coyle said that Cahill was not going to play in their FA Cup clash against Macclesfield Town, as it would leave him cup-tied for Chelsea. 2011-12 season. After more than 2 weeks, the clubs had agreed a fee for him, and on the 16th of January 2012 Cahill signed for Chelsea for what was believed to be around the region of £7 million, and the negotiating of personal terms. Cahill told the club's official website, "Chelsea is a massive club. It is a club that looks to win trophies season in season out, and it is a big opportunity for me to be a part of that. Opportunities like this you can't turn down." He also thanked his former club and their fans, saying, "This is the right move for me at the right time, and I would like to thank everyone at Bolton, because I've had a great 4 years at the football club. My spell with Wanderers has enabled me to break into the England squad, and I would particularly like to thank the fans for their support along the way. I always appreciated their backing." He was one of Chelsea's unused substitutes in their 1-0 away victory in the 2011-12 FA Cup against Queen's Park Rangers on the 28th of January 2012. On the 5th of February, Cahill made his debut for Chelsea in the 3-3 draw against Manchester United at Stamford Bridge. On the 18th of March 2012, he scored his first goal in a Chelsea shirt against Leicester City in the FA Cup, a 5-2 win. Cahill scored when he rose above Wes Morgan to head the ball from 6 yards from a one-meter corner, before unveiling the words, "Pray for Muamba," on his inner t-shirt, in support of his former Bolton teammate Fabrice Muamba, who had collapsed in a match the day before. He scored his first league goal for the club in the following match, opening the scoring in a 2-1 away defeat to Manchester City. Cahill started Chelsea's UEFA Champions League semi-final first leg against Barcelona, because of an injury picked up by David Luiz in the 5-1 victory in the FA Cup semi-final against Tottenham Hotspur. The match finished 1-0, with Cahill making some crucial tackles in the second half. In the 6th minute of the second leg, Cahill stretched to win the ball and went down with an hamstring injury. Although he tried to run it off, he eventually had to be replaced by Jose Bozingua in the 13th minute. Chelsea went on to win 3-2 on aggregate and set up a meeting with Bayern Munich at the Allianz Arena in the 2012 UEFA Champions League final. Chelsea went on to win the season's FA Cup, beating Liverpool 2-1 at Wembley Stadium in the final. although Cahill missed the match with a hamstring injury. With the suspensions of both defenders John Terry and Branislav Ivanovic, questions arose whether Cahill, along with David Luiz, would be fit for the UEFA Champions League final to fill the gap. On the 15th of May 2012, he completed his first full training session after 3 weeks. "We've worked really hard, all day, afternoons, and I'm fortunate enough to be back," he said. "Hopefully, I'll be fit. I will be fit. And hopefully I'll be out there if selected." He started the match and was part of the squad that defeated Bayern on penalties in the 2012 UEFA Champions League final, giving Chelsea their first ever UEFA Champions League title. He received praise for his performance, especially as he was still suffering from the injury sustained during the semi-final's second leg. During his first half-season at Stamford Bridge, Cahill appeared in 19 matches, scoring 2 goals and providing 1 assist in 1,596 minutes on the pitch. 2012-13 season. Cahill scored on his first appearance of the season in a 4-2 win against Reading on the 22nd of August 2012. On the 31st of August, he scored in the 2012 UEFA Super Cup against Atletico Madrid, which Chelsea lost 4-1. On the 5th of December 2012, Cahill scored his first UEFA Champions League goal, coming against Nordsjælland in a 6-1 home rout. On the 16th of December 2012, Cahill was sent off against Corinthians in Chelsea's 1-0 2012 FIFA Club World Cup final defeat after a clash with Emerson. On January 2013, Cahill did not feature in the league match against Stoke City due to the birth of his son, Leo. On the 15th of May, he started the 2013 UEFA Europa League final against Benfica and made a vital last-ditch tackle in the final moments to ensure that Chelsea won the match 2-1. 2013-14 season. Cahill made his season debut in Jose Mourinho's first match back as Chelsea manager, helping them keep a clean sheet in a 2-0 victory over newly promoted Hull City on the 18th of August 2013. 12 days later, Cahill picked up his first yellow card of the season as Chelsea fell to Bayern Munich on penalty kicks after the teams played out a 2-2 draw in the 2013 UEFA Super Cup, held at the Eden Arena in Prague. Cahill headed in Chelsea's equaliser in their 3-1 comeback win over Southampton on the 1st of December 2013, moving within 4 points of 2013-14 Premier League leaders Arsenal. On the 18th of March 2014, Cahill scored on a rebound of a John Terry header, giving Chelsea a 2-0 win over Galatasaray and a spot in the last 8 of the 2013-14 UEFA Champions League. This match also marked Cahill's 100th appearance in a Chelsea shirt since his January 2012 move to Stamford Bridge. At the PFA Awards ceremony on the 27th of April 2014, Cahill was unveiled as a member of the 2013-14 PFA Team of the Year along with Chelsea teammates Petr Cech and Eden Hazard. Brought to you by WikiVidi Documentaries. Would you like to know more?